Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today I'll be replacing the bezel and the strap on my now 12 or 13-year-old DW5000SL. If you follow my channel, you know this is my favorite G-Shock of all times. It's been with me through hell and back, and it really shows in its battle scars. So after about 11 years of wear, or I believe it's now 12, I decided to get a new bezel and strap because, as you can see, this one looks pretty bad. I mean, I still like it, it's still comfortable, it hasn't cracked or anything, but some things have gone wrong. As you can see, this P here, we lost color here, we have some paint from my home renovation here, some things that cannot be washed or anything. And this is the genius of a G-Shock, because with regular Casio watches or any other watch, any scratches, dings, or scars that you put on a watch are there to stay. But with a G-Shock, these outer parts can get replaced, so you get a pretty much brand new looking watch. And not only am I gonna change the strap for the one that's correct, as you can see, it has the DW5600 and a DW5000SL, so it's pretty much the same strap as this one. So let's take it out of this. There, so this is the replacement strap, and what I love about these new ones is that they're matte black. Look at the mattness and look at the glossy finish on this one, because this one also used to look like this, but after years of wear it gets this shiny finish on it. So like I said, not only am I going to replace the strap for the factory one, but also the bezel. However, the bezel is going to be modded because I never found logic in Casio using all gold lettering and gold screen and then these white letters on the bezel. So I acquired a DW5600 9V bezel, which is a gold colored model, because I believe this bezel with its gold lettering is gonna be a perfect match for all the gold lettering on the screen of this. So look at it. So we're gonna be replacing it for this, and we're gonna replace the strap. Now, to remove the bezel on these G-Shocks and pretty much any other, you have to unscrew these 4 screws that hold it in place. And I advise you not to use those jeweler screws because they have pretty thin handles where you have to push them with your fingers and then you slip and you mess up the screw head. Instead, use a regular screwdriver, but a high quality one with this dimension, so PHO times 60. This is gonna sit perfectly to the screw and you have enough grip to really unscrew it without slipping. And this is not so much a problem on regular plastic cased or resin cased G-Shocks, but on these metal ones, these screws, because it's a metal on metal contact, can sometimes seize up during the years, with some people even snapping these. So it's better to use a good quality screwdriver where you have really good grip, because the risk of stripping the watch head, the screw head or the screwdriver is minimal. So let's remove these 4 screws and remove the bezel to see the stainless steel case underneath. So let me just get an angle because it's kind of difficult through the camera. And there we go. And as you can see, this screwdriver really sits into the hole as it should, with no slipping or anything. So I believe this has gone out. That's why we heard the little clicks. Let's do the second one. Yeah, these go really easily with a proper tool. With a proper tool, any job is a simple task. When you have the wrong tools, everything becomes a torture. Okay, this is the second one. Let's do the other side. And the last screw. This is not the first time that I've removed this bezel. I did it after about 6 or 7 years to see if there's any gunk underneath, and there wasn't any. So it's been about probably another 6 years since I removed it last. Now my advice, now you just pull the pull the bezel over the buttons, and my advice to you is to start on this side, because over here you have one recessed button that's not gonna pose much problem to pull it off. So just pull it up and away, and that's pretty much it. So you remove the old bezel. This is the old one. Let's move it to the side and let's take a look at this case. And as you can see, there is some gunk buildup, but nothing too bad. Now I should take my toothbrush and warm water and soap and clean all that, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna put the new bezel on, and then later I'm gonna take it off and clean the watch as it should. So it looks pretty cool. Now let's remove the strap and replace that with the bezel while the bezel is being put off. To remove the strap, you use a simple strap removing tool and lock in. Which is gonna be a problem through the camera. Yep. Okay, one removed. Let's do the other one. I'll try to do this one on camera, but it's pretty hard because I really can't see there. I just popped it off. So this is it. The screwback G-Shock in all its glory. And look at it. I really do like this thing. Okay, we'll use the same spring bars. Remove this one, and now put the new strap on. Something that I'm probably also gonna have to do off camera, because I really doubt I'm gonna be able to snap this in place using this one. There, one side on. Now, to be honest, if this was a new watch, I would probably mask these lugs so I don't scratch them, but this one is already scratched up, and like I said, it's been with me for 12 years, so I really don't care if I catch it with the tool. So let's put the other side. Okay guys, we're back. I managed to put both of these on off camera. I'm sorry, but I couldn't do it on camera. And I couldn't help myself, I had to clean the watch. That's why it took so long. So I did wash the watch. So now let's put back the bezel, and it's gonna go the other way, the way you took it off. So you took it off starting from this side, now you put it on starting from this one, because here you have long buttons and here you have one short one. So this is how the bezel goes. You align it with these two buttons, like so, snap it on, and then just push this way until it snaps over these two. Now before I put the screws, let's take a look. And look at it. This is the effect that I wanted. This is the uniformal design. So you have gold here, gold here, gold here, instead of this. To me personally, it's much better than this white one. This is how this watch should have left the factory. Now let me know in the comment section whether you agree with me or not. After you've replaced the bezel, all you have to do is reinsert the screws back in. Now please mind you that these screws that are used for the screwback models, for the steel ones, are different than the ones used on a regular 5600E, which is a plastic one. On that one the screws are slightly thinner, these are a bit thicker. So if you use the regular ones from the DW-5000E, they're just gonna spin and not catch the threads. So you just insert them one by one and use a screwdriver to screw them in. Don't over tighten them, because one day again you will have to remove them. Now if for some reason you cannot remove the screws and they're really locked in place, especially like I said on a steel model, you can still replace the bezel by simply using brute force and pushing the bezel over the screw. It's gonna slip over. It's very easy to take them off. It's slightly harder to put a new one on, but you can always remove a bezel even over the screw. It's not gonna damage the bezel, but it's always better to remove the screw completely, because like I said, installing a new one is gonna be much easier. Let's do the second screw. And there we go. So the job has been completed. So as you can see, my spikely is shining in a new light, and this is the genius of a G-Shock, that even after years of abuse and scars and everything, you simply replace the outer shell and the strap and it looks like a brand new watch. And in this case, I believe an improved brand new watch, because like I said, these gold colored lettering on the bezel is much better suited to the model itself. This thing will be on my wrist. I mean, it's gonna continue being on my wrist because this is the watch that I wear the most, and now I'll get to enjoy the matte finish of a brand new piece. So let's put it on my wrist, show you how it looks, and conclude this video. And there we go. Look at it. I'm really loving this. This, like I said, is by far my favorite G-Shock. Simple, pretty much indestructible, bomb-proof, bulletproof, whatever you want to call it, and a timeless classic in both design and size. Well, that's it. So now you know how to change the strap, how to change the bezel, and you've even seen a little mod. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. And until the next video, bye.